Are you working towards mastering the art of barbering? Have you dedicated countless hours and years towards that objective? If so, you're just like me, and you've been through the ups and downs. From building a clientele, to increasing efficiency, to even the role we play in society, I have every step of the way covered on this channel. My name is Petru, and this is my barber journey. If you're on this journey, or just curious about what it takes to become a better barber, please like, share, and subscribe. Let's get started. In this episode, I'll be talking about a few things you should ask yourself before becoming a barber. Alright guys, let's get right into things. I made this video for anyone who's never picked up a pair of clippers, anyone who's never apprenticed at a barber shop, so basically anyone who's trying to figure out whether they should dedicate their time and their energy into learning how to become a successful barber. I'm sure you have your reasons for wanting to go down this path, whether it be that you think it's a cool job, or maybe a friend of yours is doing it and is successful, or whatever else inspired you to walk down this path. Today, I'll be bringing 3 questions to your attention that you should ask yourself before you get started on this journey. First thing you should ask yourself is, am I willing to put in hours upon hours and years upon years in order to reach the success I desire? Now, to break this down a little bit, I'll give you guys a little piece of my journey and see what it took for me to become successful. Now, I apprenticed for over a year and a half while cutting my friends and family, working a crappy construction job, and spending most of my free time in a shop which was completely unpaid. At this point, there was no guarantee I'd be successful. However, my goal was to make lots of money and get really good at cutting. So I put endless hours into practicing and watching videos. You could say I was obsessed, because I was. I wanted success so damn bad. After that time period, I quit my construction job, I got pretty good at cutting, and I started working full time. However, it took me another full year of cutting in the shop to build a nice clientele. This came with the sacrifice of my free time. This meant showing up early. This meant staying late. This meant skipping lunch sometimes. This meant working as hard as I possibly could to make myself available to both new and existing clients. So with that being said, it took me years to get to the level I dreamt of getting to. And in those years, it took countless hours and weeks of dedication, persistence, and focus to achieve the goals I had for myself. So again, I ask you to ask yourself, are you willing to put in hours upon hours and years upon years to reach the success that you desire? The path to success as a barber is extremely complicated, and it requires extreme dedication. And if you know you're not willing to devote yourself fully to the craft, you might as well save yourself some time and exit the video, because it takes a ton of hard work to get to where you want to be. Moving on. The second question you should ask yourself is, am I a people person? Although this one seems a bit obvious, it's vital to this profession to be comfortable with dealing with people of all walks of life, all ages, all backgrounds. You have to have a good foundation of communicational skills and be grounded in your ability to make people feel comfortable. Also, you have to know how to get your point across. I have never met a successful barber that is not a people person. So I would say this is an essential part of being a barber, and I'm not saying you have to be perfect, but you should be somewhat of a people person before you enter this journey. Now, the last question that I would ask myself if I were in your shoes would be, do you hold yourself accountable for your actions? This is an important question to ask yourself for a few reasons. On this journey to becoming a successful barber, you'll make tons of mistakes. That's just part of the journey, whether that's bad haircuts or mismanaging your schedule and running late, or any other mistake you may make along your career. You have to be able to hold yourself accountable. This is vital in order to improve and move forward. Any successful barber will tell you that they are usually more critical of their own work than anyone else is. Holding yourself accountable will gain the respect of your clients, your peers, and is one of the keys to becoming successful. Although it's easier said than done, I believe that this is truly one of the strongest traits of a successful barber. So, if you're unsure of whether or not you should follow the path of becoming a successful barber, hopefully asking yourself these questions has given you extra confidence that you are on the right path. If that's the case, check out the next video in the series, which is called, What's the First Step to Becoming a Barber? Thank you for your time. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe.